My name is Thomas Crever. I am the Executive Director of the Hetrick-MartinInstitute, the nation's oldest and largest LGBTQ youth service organization. We work with over 2,500 LGBTQ young people that hail from over 350 zip codes from as far away as eastern Long Island all the way up to Niagara. We provide the country's largest array of mental health and supportive services, as well as the largest after-school program for LGBTQ youth in the United States. The cuts that are presented here, or the possibility of those cuts, would be devastating. As a population that is most disconnected from systems, whether it's advocacy for themselves or their families, our population, still in 2012, is 30% more likely to be thrown out of their home as soon as they come out than any other population. It is an unprecedented challenge for this group of young people. The Department of Health, from both state and federal through the CDC, have identified young gay men, particularly those of color, as the most hardest hit for the HIV virus. The epicenter still, unfortunately, remaining New York City. At the Hetrick-MartinInstitute, we provide hundreds of young people HIV tests and knowing their status so that they can make wise, appropriate, and respectful decisions about who they are and whom they choose to love. Our tests are directly supported through state funding and the generosity of public health. Without that money, these young people will not know their status and will continue at risk or risky behavior that threatens not only themselves, but the communities that they come from. Many of our programs that rely on state funding, such as our Hot Meal program, have been devastated. We've seen, even pre-recession numbers, a continued decline as many organizations have been forced to curtail services or shutter their doors altogether. This year at the Hetrick-MartinInstitute, we will easily exceed 10,000 hot meals served. This funding to support this program is a direct result of our programs or public support. Having this money potentially cut could literally be the difference between a young person having food that day. We implore you to consider this when you make that decision.